I didn't hear your amen very loud and clear. Now, the fact that God has given every family a mandate to fulfill is wrapped in the covenant of marriage that we entered from the day we were joined together. And I'm going to progress from there as we launch into the fullness of it. That from the day we were joined, there was a declaration that was made to us. Now, the unfortunate thing is that those of us that are pastors who do the joining of husband and wife, most of the time we do not go into the depth of explaining God's expectation over the life of the people that are being joined together. Even though we make some public announcements, but even the announcements, we do not actually understand them. So we progress from learning to understand it so that we can launch into the real issue. Praise the Lord. You will remember that every time we gather together for a wedding ceremony, for two people to be joined together, no servant of God who knows what he's doing will just rise and join a man and a woman together without first doing what they call proclamation or announcement. Now, what do they do during proclamation? They try to announce to the couples, they would be husband and wife, the reasons why God ordained marriage. Please hear me now. I hope we know that for every inventor of anything, the first starting point is always a determination of the function that what we want to invent is meant to perform. Am I correct? Are you with me? That every time there's going to be an invention, every time a person is going to create something, every time somebody is going to make something new, the starting point is always where? A determination of what function is this thing going to perform. You will remember that the first set of handsets that were made did not have torchlight or flashlight, because where they made them, they didn't have light problem. No, are you with me? So they made the first set just for people in distant places to be able to communicate one with another. But as they brought them to us here, they saw that we had a problem. And so somebody sat down and said, where they don't have light, can't we put light on their handset? So they decided to do another one. And the very first one they did, our people in Yoruba land, they call it Tanawobe. So what determined every time something is to be created or to be formed or to be invented or to be made is what? The functions that it is meant to perform. So let me begin by praying that the Lord, who originated marriage for his own purpose, he will help you so that your marriage will fulfill purpose. Amen. I didn't hear your amen very loud. Amen. Whereas some of us married for our own purposes. He who originated marriage had his own purpose, which is his mandate that he expects you to fulfill. So for some of us men, before we got married, every time people come to your house and they see that you are eating bread and geisha, and they say, is bread and geisha again this afternoon? You say, it will soon end. It will soon end. What's the meaning of it will soon end? My cook will soon come. So some marry to get washerman. Some marry, and that's why many people get into marriage and they are frustrated. Even women. You know, when a woman starts shouting and crying, if I had known that you are like this, I would never have married you. I suffered in my father's house. I thought my marriage would give me rest. You married for your purpose. But he